I'd like to start off this presentation with a special thanks to my Patreons. Thank you for your support. Be it because of people like you that I get to be the person that I am. So thank you. And welcome back. As I said in the Luna Snow video, today we're going to be looking at Psylocke. Season 1 model, of course. Psylocke has 2 models so far, Season 1 and Season 2. In the next video, we'll be checking out the Season 2 model. And I'm just going to let my feelings be known right now. I love this model a lot more than the Season 2 one. The Season 2 one is boring. It's just like leotard and stockings, man. What the hell's that? This, though... oh, we got a lot to talk about in this one, man. I love the general result. I love the layers. I am already seriously in love with this model. So, yeah, you know what to do. If you like what I do, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want to support me even further, take it, support me on Patreon. Without further ado, let's rock. So, first order of business, we gotta check those polys. And it's pretty standard fare. Polygon count, which is in the freaking 6 figures. Standard fare. But I wanted to look at the hair for a bit, though. Because it seems to be like in an action-y kind of pose. Not like still fully down. And again, is this sculpted and then retopologized? Could be. Can't say for sure, because, I didn't study this stuff. I'm just a overzealous hobbyist, as it were. But still, we're just giving a cursory look of this, the topology of it, really well done, really purposeful, It's got a lot of intent to it. It's not just meshed together, And I'm saying that for a reason, because of an upcoming video, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But, with that being said, again, oh, the sword is a separate accessory. Okay, let's see. So, yo, wait a second. I gotta see this in isolation. So, the hilt is separate to the blade. I like that. I was expecting. I mean, it's pretty cool, but still. And then the little clothy part, is it separate geometry? This is nice. So just to give like a quick little rundown of how you would do this modeling wise, you literally just make one and then duplicate it onto the other ones. Yeah, that's how you do that one. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's begin with the model first. So let's get in there and let's split them by materials. I just realized, why is it like every once in a couple of years a cell shaded game pops out and becomes incredibly popular out of nowhere? First it was Fortnite, now it's Marvel Rivals, but whatever. I'm yapping about the wrong stuff. I need to start yapping about this model. So we split it up into materials, and let's kick things off with the hair. Okay, so the hair in of itself, 25k polys. Pretty cool. I think we already looked at it a little bit in the beginning, but now we're gonna give it a closer look. So I'm a little curious as to how these bad mama jams were set up. Oh, okay. So much like everything else, it's done in layers. I see. To get this busy little look going, it's just layer upon layer upon layer, and I'm pretty sure when it comes to the we gotta hide that armature. I'm just having one of it. Let's go check out this hair. It's just like, what's her face? It's just like Luna Snow. A few hair cards that are then overlapped over each other to the death of it. But now I want to see something. I want to see what determines which ones are set for like longer hairs and which ones are for shorter hairs. Is it hair that is actually long in terms of geometry? So here's how we do this. We're gonna select that, and then we're gonna select all of those. Okay, so all of those ones are, I want to say detailing. So what's the second one here? This is just those strands there. Okay. Let's see the next strands. Okay, now which strands make up the main scalp? I'm guessing it's these ones. Not quite. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat. Oh, all of them make up the main strands. You see what I mean? All of them have a little bit of every. Or maybe I'm just not selecting all of them. Maybe because I've zoomed out. Here's what you do. We select that, and then let's hit Control L. Okay, what about these three here? Huh. Okay, so it's literally just... yeah, it does seem to be the longer the actual hair strand is, the bigger it is, because I selected this middle one here to see which one it is, and it's being controlled by half of that one there. Same deal over here. So if I do this and I hit wireframe and then select everything like that, I should... exactly. So I was right in my assumption of the longer the hair, the longer its hair card is. Neat. And just like in terms of general result of it, yeah, this hair shape looks really cool. Real anime-esque, as it were. And then I think we've already went over the other shaders, but we're gonna give them a look anyway. We go hair. It's divided into M. This is the mask of it. This is what determines what parts are transparent and what parts are, well, not transparent. Like if I'm not mistaken, if I select this face here and isolate it, it's gonna... Yes, you see, it's mostly gotta be in a black spot. Now I wanna try something. Okay, let me see. If I move it up, look what happens. If I move it up, it now starts to gain color. If I move it to the black spot, I need to zoom in a lot closer so you can see. So this mask, like I said, determines where the color is gonna be. White area being where material will show, black area being where material will not show. I'll need to adjust the clipping, but you see, if I do that, material disappear. I do that, material appear. You see how that works? Yeah, if I scale, it scales up too. Yeah, it's the first time I ever tried that, but just a practical example of like the masking map. So that one's usually M. It's represented by a M. Just a quick little trick, quick little convention is the type of texture map that will be demarcated by the last letter. At least that's how I've seen most of them. And then we have, of course, me favorite are the normals, which I can safely say were generated from the image or from the high density sculpt where it came from. Either way, you can do it. Doesn't really matter how you do it, because there's software that can generate normal maps from images like Crazy Bump and things like that. But potato, you know, multiple ways to skin a rabbit. Is that what they say? But anyway, getting a bit off track here. That's all she wrote for the hair, at least the head hair. So I'm gonna assume, just like Miss Snow, we have the main hair, and then we have these. So the highlights, they seem to be like using the space for the highlights to also throw in the eyebrows and eyelashes, which is pretty clever, pretty cool. And they also have them on separate meshes. So if you're going to edit mode, you see how that works. I just explained to you how the masks work. So you can now see whenever it looks like this, it's because of the mask. And we're gonna go check them out still. This should be hair 2. Let's see, hair 2. You see? Select everything. Eyebrow, little highlights and details. I explained in another video that I feel like this is for that quote-unquote comic booky effect. There are many ways to achieve this, but this is for when you're using, for gameplay stuff, you have to use meshes for most of the stuff that you want to appear in-game. For me though, when I usually do hair, I use particles. Like I showed you with that other model that I'm gonna redesign and then showcase it. But again, you see that? Like, here. Overlapping eyebrows, definitely. If we do this and say, selects there, you see how there's still some more behind here that's not been selected? That's because that is the other eyebrow. Remember, kids, economy of UV space is so important. And I'm gonna guess this dude is 1K. Yeah. I'm figuring you out, Marvel Rivals. I'm figuring you out, bro. You gotta DM me soon. You gotta need me. No, you won't. I'm sorry, that was so fucking great. Anyway, off to the next thing. We've checked out the hair. Just to show you what the hair highlights, quote unquote, are. It's those bits there. No eyebrows. But you see the difference it makes. Let's move it out the way. You see, it looks kinda dull, kinda not so, and then you bring them back, and, well, they bring everything back. Now, let's go. Again, I'm not going to talk about the mouth and teeth. I've already spoken about. If you want to learn about this mouth and teeth, you have to go check the the Invisible Woman model, because that's the one I spoke about this particular set of teeth in, so we're not going to be looking at that. The eyes, again, much like Luna Snow, is in two. Now we're seeing something interesting. Luna Snow, each eye was separate, but with this one, it's one thing. And I'm guessing it was separate because of the difference in eye color. I'm assuming. This, though, this whole, like, iris as a separate object thing. Why you do this? Because I would have just made it all into one big old object and one big UV. But that feels a little misguided, you know? I think that's probably why I'm not gonna be hired for, like, game modeling. I really would just want to do, like, animation and stuff modeling, because this shit is hard to understand and to actually do. But anyway, if we go into let's check eye here. You remember with Luna Snow, there were like two of them because it was two separate eye colors. So I'm pretty sure this one is also overlapping Erting overlapping over Erting. Just like that. But now, obviously, raises the question, what part is this? It's the inside? It's yeah. I think I'm starting to understand all the this isn't a gameplay model quite I didn't mean to say it like that, but I understand where they come from with this, because why is it 2 layers, you know? Yeah, this, I think I'm with that contingent of this is a lobby slash the rig here says SK. What's that? Is that like windscreen, VIP screen? I don't know. But just in terms of the general result, I've already said I love this model. This model is okay. This model is. Oh, this is the face paint, the face tattoo that she has. Okay. A lot of these models, when you just like leave the head by itself, look very similar, which kind of makes me believe that there is, like, you know, default male, default female, default this, like high-res sculpts that they have, and then when they want to make a new character, they just take that high-res sculpt and adjust it as is. Save on time, save on effort. That way you only hire the sculpting guy like once to do the high-res sculpt, and then you can hire some like not so senior dudes. I don't know, I'm speculating here. But again, as always, crazy good edge flow, along with I want to see if the inside of the mouth is also red, like with the Luna Snow model we just looked at. Sorry. But we got this is kind of like if you've watched my Devil May Cry review, the Devil May Cry 4 model had like hair painted onto the scalp and then underneath everything, and this looks to be like kind of the same thing. Let me see what it looks like. Let's hide that. You see? So it gives that effect. You see? Yeah, but it's only at the bottom there where the hair becomes a bit thinner. So, okay. Hello. I should have, yeah. I like the way this hair is just so much more exciting than the season 2 model. It's vibrant, it's edgy, excuse the pun, but anyway, we're still looking at the head. Let's finish up with the head. Again, she had, like I said, face tattoo over here. Let's quickly go check what the UVs are doing. Ah, you see now? Unlike Luna Snow, it's all head. It is all just head. No bottom part here for the teeth, because I think that one. This one's the slightly older, since it's season 1. I'm pretty sure the season 2 Psylocke model is going to have the same conventions as Luna Snow. Is Luna Snow a new character? I don't know, man. I don't go into Marvel Rivals. I don't. I'm joking, Marvel Rivals fans. I love y'all. But again, less yappity yap, more analytics. And as is per the usual, if we go into edit mode for everything, you'll notice big time polygon difference between face and rest of everything else. I've explained that ad nauseum. It helps with better morphing, with better bending. I mean, I should make a video showing like what models look like when they don't have their topology, how they bend. It gets kind of gross, but I think with the right type of styling, it can kind of look cool. So, what are the normal maps doing for this head? Oh, wait, I've quickly checked out the ORM. The ORM seems to be adding pores. Those same pores we're looking at. Let's change this freaking clipping distance. Clip start, let's make it 0.001. Yeah. Thanks, commenter who... something went wrong. Let's make it up. Let's make it not so far down. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, that's better. So it seems to me like the occlusion, roughness, and metallic map is the one that's responsible for like the skin pores and the little like details on the lips. But just like normal too. But the normal doesn't. It does have the skin pores. But you never get to see them though. Like, even if it's a freaking up-close victory VIP screen one, how do you see them? Unless, of course, you come all the way here to shading. Let's hide that amateur. We're not looking at the amateur in this video. I want to beef up the strength of the normal map so I can see it more defined. Sorry about that little freezing. Again, I've mentioned before, potato quality computer. So you're seeing what the normal maps do those are the quote unquote pores I'm talking about, okay? So we're just gonna leave this back at 1 and go back to the model. I don't think there's anything else left to say. This model, wait, the inside of the mouth? No, we already looked at that. So unhide this, and then these two, okay, this scarf and belt thing are one thing. Isolate that MF. This is so freaking clever. Okay, since they're the same type of like actual material, put them on the same material. Oh yeah. Logic. You need a brain to do this. I'm just trying to look at the way this thing is bending. Again, the massive texture tiles is so that you can see these things like these little lines and this like gradient difference a lot better, and sort of as pixelated. With this though, I'm curious about. So in solid mode, it just has the shape of it. See, this for me is the dead giveaway that it's a transfer from a high poly sculpt. This little like jaggediness to it. Not that there's anything wrong with your model being a bit jagged. It depends on what the purpose of the model is at the end of the day. So again, shaders be carrying when it comes to this. Shaders really do a lot of work, and this is probably a part that goes over. Something goes over that part. Could somebody be an absolute hero and explain to me why when two parts are moving over each other, you gotta texture the under part of where it moves something else? I'm gonna assume that's to help somebody else in the team, but I'm sure I'm wrong. So if somebody could explain that. What I mean is like this. You see how this part here, it's over there and then under it is that? I thought it was to make this kind of like fake faux shadow effect to add a bit more depth, but I'm sure there's a more technical reason as to why. But let's go check equip, okay, this is equip what? This is equip 2. Okay. No, it's not equipped to. So which part is this? Okay, now I'm getting curious. Let's see. That's that. That's that. Let's see, is there any other part? Oh! These two, it's that part. Ah, I see. Again, whatever gets the job done is how it's done. So it doesn't have to wrap around. See, that's just add another mesh and edit it out. So that should be looking like that. You see? You see? I feel like the real knowledge, like 3D modeling and texturing people can get a lot of like knowledge from looking at these, because I'm also learning a lot just looking at these. My explanations might be a bit wonk, forgive me, but we are visual learners. We are gorilla monkey style, monkey see, monkey do. And then what are, I'm gonna guess that the normal maps for this one is just adding those like horizontal lines that all fabrics have on them. Yeah, these ones, these type. And there's a lot of ways you can achieve this. You could like layer it as a separate normal map and then bake them all together. I don't know how the industry standards work, but that's what I would do. I would have a lot of like procedural stuff on top of each other, layered on top of each other, and then just bake them all into one map. That's kind of what I did for the skin pores on the model that I will be showing you in upcoming videos after I finish redesigning it. But they also took the liberty to accentuate the creases. Like here, let's do this, and then we'll see. Yeah, well, it's the internal creases, but still, to give this here that you're seeing here is that there. Let's see, this crease that you're seeing here is here. See that? I always say the normal maps already will you'll be able to identify what they are just by looking, and that's how you do some good normal maps. But anyway, let's select that. Now we're gonna select the body and isolate everything else. You see, this is what I was expecting more from the body when let's come back here. When I select it, I expect only parts that are exposed are parts that are actually being seen. So now I am so confused, okay? Because this is following the exact convention that I was expecting, but other models don't. Other models have like entire waist regions, entire like chest regions that are just like still there, that shouldn't be there. And it's not even under, this is not even under like the skin tight clothing. So yeah, again, I'm gonna chalk it up to multiple seasons of this, or it being multiple seasons and just like R&D, not R&D, that's the wrong word, but still, let's isolate this. So this, again, you can see those parts, the parts that are there are the parts that are visible. I'm super interested in what this looks like, what do they prioritize? Because when you do stuff like this, you can now really beef up the kind of like detail you have. And now you see how these fingers look a lot, the texture on top, I mean, you get to do a lot more with a lot less, because you don't have to make any UV considerations for the things that have already been covered. I'll have to investigate some other season 1 models to see if they do this. So what, is this one a gameplay one? For the life of me, don't know. Again, Marvel Rivals modeler dude, just hop in my DMs. If you DM me on Insta or whatever, I am more than happy to listen. More than happy. Like with this one, with the fingers, it's a lot more defined than the Luna Snow one, because the Luna Snow one kind of had to pack them all up in here. With this one, there's a bit more freedom. Like here, let me select, and I'm just gonna assume that this is a 2K texture map also. You see, each one got its own set of like UV space, so you don't need to overlap. And that not needing to overlap is why they. Let me see. I'm trying to see if the lining is all the same. Okay, it looks like that there. And then the lines over here. Yeah, see, the lines look a bit different because, you know, they have the space to do it. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, we are blazing through this one. And oh yeah, just like the Luna Snow model, this is just the model. Rig animation, that is gonna be a separate video. So now, oh, okay, we are at equip 1. So this is the majority of her outfit. I'm guessing all of this, her nails are part of it? Okay, okay. So she's wearing this Asian looking, like traditional Asian looking outfit. And this is equip 1. So we have the little, let's go into solid mode first. I want to see, I want to quickly run over what's been modeled and what's been, and what uses shaders. So these have been modeled. I told you guys the rule. If it alters the silhouette, you gotta model it. Hey, that rhymes. If it alters the silhouette, you gotta model it. So when you've modeled it in, when you put in the textures, you get this type magic look. Okay. Not to criticize the art style in general, but I think this, especially this, would look so much cooler in like a more realistic sort of style. At least, just in my opinion. Just my opinion. I think it'd look really cool. Really cool. But I'm just curious about what parts are loose, what parts are connected. I'm guessing that's loose. This is also loose. Yes, making this one also loose. Oh no, it's not. I thought this top part alone was going to be isolated, but it's these two parts, along with the interior of the skirt, the dress. I mean. Okay. Okay. And then you got this like, oh, just due to lack of a better word, underwear kind of thing going on underneath. But now let's look at Paul Allen's UVs and textures. We also got this little, man, this looks cool. I like that. I like that. This, I kind of, what is it, like undercloth? Undercloth still looks very serious, very samurai, very, very cool. So this is equip 1. Let's go over to equip 1. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm about to bust right now. This is so nice. I'm gonna make a prediction. This is 4K. 2K also. I haven't seen any 4K texture maps, and I think I saw some on Squirrel Girl. So hey, they're listening. They are listening. So you can pretty much see what's what. These purpley stuff. This purpley. This all of this here are these arm parts here. The blue parts are what they are. And again, the thing, the whole, if it's exposed and then it gets colored under. Why is that? Why is that? Like, look, if I select just these faces, let's do that. If I select just these faces, see, it's there in the lighter part. Why is that? Why is that? If somebody explains, you're the man. And then you have these, you see these little square things? It's these things. These little squares are over here. No, Control L. Sorry, it's a bit dark here. But why have they been spread out all over the place is what I'm trying to figure out here. I understand the ones that are like in between the glove. No, I don't. Why have they been spread apart? Because I thought maybe they would have been like all put in one spot and then, yeah, all put in one spot, like these gloves, like this this part here. These two parts. You see, I thought they would have done it like that, but they just kind of like put them all over the place. So the people who make the UVs aren't the people who bake them. I don't know, man. I don't know. But this suit though, this suit is super cool, and it's just to break it down, it's comprised of the legging part, the top part, and the arms part, along with the nails. The nails are also separate in this model. And I don't want to repeat myself so much. We all know why the lines are as contrasty and as visible as they are. So yeah, we can head off to the next thing to gush about, which is, let's see. We've looked at the hair, the head. we'll look at the sword last. Hide that. Looked at that. Oh, okay. Okay, now this is the final thing we look at before we head off to the sword. So we're gonna hide all that. Gotta hide all that. And then we're gonna come over here. First of all, we're going to solid mode, just so we can get the general view of what it looks like. Solid mode into edit mode, so we can see how the man I am. This is so nice. This is so nice. Again, just as a brief little, not necessarily a spoiler per se, but with a lot of the AI 3D models, everything is just like melted together, and it looks gross because it's not. I think the word is tessellated. Yeah, it's not tessellated at all with the AI 3D ones. But oh look, it goes. This part goes into this part here, into the belt actually, and everything has been modeled. You see, if this was an AI generator, then all of this would have just been one massive thing, looking like a solid rock, and it would show. It would show in the way it's set up, and oh, even the shoulder pad is under equip too. Okay, so I'm guessing this is that outer layer that she has, which carries her sword, and then we got this cool little shoes. This very Asian-looking inspired sandals, but it's like future tech Asian-inspired looking sandals. I like that. I like that. Let's see what they look like in solid view. A lot of the parts of this model have been made actually like modeled in, and I like that. I like looking at these little details. This model was clearly very, very fun to make. I could be lying. The guy who made this model could be reaching through the screen right now like, no, this wasn't fun. I missed my freaking child's first birthday for this. I'm just playing. I hope they're not overworking those dudes as hard as I think. So enough yap? Not enough yap. Never enough yap. Let's go look at the diffuse. Oh no, we didn't look at the equip 1 normals. I've just gotta give a quick little cursory look so we can see what's doing what. Let's reselect it. Alt H, equip 1. Control I, H. Okay, so these parts here are these plates underneath. It's like leather. Oh, it's like a leather glove type thing. That's why it looks like this. And then the little hole. I'm guessing these are the holes for that. They've been assisted or accentuated by the normal map. I got an idea for a video. An idea. A idea? You'll see. You guys will see. But yeah. I just wanted to quickly give that a look. Now let's unhide that and select the other one, which is equip 2, control IH. Now let's go into the equip 2 diffuse. Okay. Huh. With this diffuse, it seems like the group. Now with this, we see this is what I was expecting from the little jewel things. Okay, you see how in the center here you have all this gold and like nowhere else. That's because they've taken all the gold parts and just lobbed them there. You see? All the little metallic gold parts and put them all together. This is what I was expecting for the little jewel things, but for whatever reason, they didn't. They didn't do it that way. So let's see. This band goes all the way up here, and then the second one. I thought it went all the way around. It's 2 bands. Are they over the same spot? No, they're not. No, they're not. Okay. I'm guessing the reason is because they're not. Yes, they're not fully like identical. Otherwise, yeah, they'd share the same UV space. This huge part here is the rest of the skirt. So yeah. Again, just to reiterate, if something is bigger or more important or needs to be seen a lot better, it gets a bigger UV space because, as I showed you, small, if you reduce the UV size, starts getting pixelated because it's kind of getting like stretched out. You get what I mean? And if it's being stretched out and it's already small, it's gonna look even worse. Indeed. But this is so busy. It's so busy. I just want to try something here. If I... Nah. I tried it. Last time I tried it, my Blender crashed. I tried to say like separate by loose parts, but I think we'll wait for the end of the other video for that one. So the head, Wait. This, I want to see what part did they give to the... This whole sidebar here, that's both the feet. So I'm guessing there's a lot of overlappings, like so. Yep, that's how you tell. Yeah, it's a lot of overlapping right there. Right there. I'm really curious as to what part the baking happens. And do they bake them and then edit them afterwards a little bit to give them a bit more detail to draw on the details? I don't know. Again, if you're a Marvel Rivals guy and you haven't been under any kind of NDA, hop in the comments, please and thank you. So, that's the main parts of the body covered. Yes, we did the body, we did the under, we did that thing, we did the scarves. Now, we can look at the thing I was geeking about from the beginning. That sword, baby. Oof. Okay, first we go into solid mode, so we can see what's been modeled and what's been Okay. You see that? The little rope into the sword. And this is weapon. Ooh, it's not equip. It's labeled as weapon. Any other Marvel Rival characters with weapons? I'd love to check them out so I can see how they did them. But yeah, sword, it's like an actual sword. We have the hilt. And the hilt? No, I don't know. The sheath. Yes, the sheath. And the blade. So let's look at the sheath first. Let's go back into rendered and go into edit. So let's see. Okay, again, inner part, one solid cylinder, and then little details modeled on top. You can achieve a look like this using modifiers like your shrink wraps, or you could just straight up model them really close to each other. But look, the inner part. Oh, this is good. AI could never. This is making me so happy. Because even if it's like on her back and you don't see it, the fact that it's detailed, but we can argue till kingdom come what kind of model this is, or for what purpose it is. To me, it is immaterial. I'm just here for the 3D-ism. So well packed. I would have expected the little groove parts, like this clothy parts. I would have expected them to all share the same UV space, but you see here, they all have their own little space. All this redness here is this. This redness here, it's this this part. These things here, that's where the redness goes. Now, these little I want to see what part is being done. So, yes, so there are some things that overlap. So it depends on how important and how unique they are. If they're not as important, they don't overlap. If they aren't exactly identical, as you can see here, yeah, they're not fully identical, then they don't overlap. Okay. And, okay, we're gonna hide that, so we can select everything here. Go into edit mode. I want to see which... This here is the sheath. The blade, I mean. The blade, but it's pink. I haven't read any Psylocke comics, so I'm not really so familiar with the character herself. But, again, if you have any Psylocke lore droppers, I'd love someone to just like concisely drop that in the comments. Now let's see what the normal map's doing for this. Yeah, you see, fabricy part has the fabricy type pattern. The indents are made to look accentuated a lot more with the normal maps. Yeah, I should just change my channel to freaking normal map glaze, because that's what I ever talk about. Which part is this? Which part is... Oh, it's now this extra little piece of cloth that also is modeled in. I don't know why this this little moment here like just makes me nut, you know. I don't know. Just really impressed. But I'm pretty sure for the actual gameplay model, they probably optimized it in different ways. So grain of salt before you hop in the chat and start talking about trash optimization. Indeed. So all in all, really impressed with this model. I love the general results. I love how they set things up. This is great stuff, man. And thank you for watching. Next time we're gonna be looking at the season 2 model, and again, I'm gonna make it known I ain't too chuffed to see that one. It's I find it very boring. I told you I find skin tight clothing boring, which is why I'm gonna remodel my character, because he's wearing like skin tight superhero clothing. I want to change that. And yeah, when that video comes, when it comes. So as always, thanks again, and I will be seeing you in the next one.